Hi guys, welcome to today's video. So today I want to make a video talking about extreme body piercings. So I'm going to list all the different ones, and at the same time I'm going to tell you guys if I would get them, why or why not, and yeah, I'll probably just make some commentary on the different mods, but for the most part this is just to show you all the different modifications out there that you might not have heard of, because most of these are very uncommon. The only mods I personally have right now are my septum, ear piercings, and I'm gonna be getting a tattoo in 9 days. So that is all the body modifications I have. I've also dyed my hair, I wear makeup. Yeah, that's it. So let's get started. So the first one is tongue splitting. So this is when they use a scalpel and cut a line down your tongue to split your tongue into two different halves. It kind of looks awesome, like you look like you're a reptile. Would I get it done? Honestly, I've thought about it. It's cool looking. Maybe. Far on the list for me. Honestly, I'm too scared to get a tongue piercing, so I don't think it's gonna happen, but yeah. So the next body mod is ear pointing. So this is when they cut out a piece of your ear and then they can re-sew it back so it forms a point. Something like that. I'm trying to show you, but I'll just insert a picture. Yeah, so is this something I would get done? Yes. Yes, I love how it looks. It looks like it's really simple to do. Like, honestly, I would just probably have to remove my piercings and get them re-pierced. But I absolutely love how it looks. But my boyfriend said I shouldn't get it because it would look creepy and I'd look like an elf. But honestly, that's what I want. Another body mod is eyelid piercings, where you get your eyelid pierced. No, wouldn't be able to do it. Too extreme. Just, that has to be bad for your eye health. I can't do it. It's even thinking about it is just giving me the shivers. Dermal punches is another body mod, and I have seen a few people get this done. They basically just punch a hole in the part of your ear, like right there, normally. I guess they can get it anywhere else too. Honestly, I've seen people get it done to help with headaches. When you get a hole in your ear, apparently certain piercings will help with headaches. So it's something that's not like crazy for me. It's something that, sure, I would definitely consider getting it. I just don't really see the point for me. I don't feel like I need it. I don't feel like it's something that's unattractive, but it's not something I feel like I need to look more attractive. So it's something I would consider. Another body mod is nose stretching, which is similar to the dermal punch, except for they put a hole in your nose and they stretch it open. I mean, you can also do like septum stretching, kind of like when you get piercings on your ears. You can also stretch your ears. You can also stretch your septum to get a bigger septum in there. But this is like nose stretching. Like you get a hole punched in your nose and then they stretch it. This isn't something I find attractive personally, so I wouldn't get that. The stretched septum though, I mean, personally, I like my septum how it is. I like how it's thin. I don't have like a lot of skin on top of my lip because I have like no top lip. So honestly, I don't think I would get a bigger septum pudding because I feel like it would be too much in that area. I already kind of have a big nose and don't need to add to it. Also, when I smile, like the septum just hits my lip. So if I went any bigger or thicker, it would probably come down further, and I don't really want that. However, it looks awesome on other people. Another mod is subdermal implants, which is when they take some sort of figure-shaped thing, normally made out of like silicone or plastic or something like that, and they put it under your skin. So they cut like a little hole in your skin, they slide it under your skin, and then you have an indent in your skin. Honestly, these are not much different than getting like your breast implants done, so I don't find them to be completely creepy. I think like I've seen people get like a skull one done. It looks so sick, but I personally don't think I would get it just because it kind of, although it doesn't look creepy and weird, it just kind of creeps me out, the thought of having something under my skin, which is why I would clearly never get breast implants done either. But another modification is nasaling piercing. So this is when, just like kind of with your ear, you have that bar that goes through, barbell piercings. There's a bar through your nose. Personally, I think I've seen the same thing done like on people's up here. And I think it looks really cool up here. But if it's like right through your nose down there, I don't really like how that looks, so I wouldn't get it done. Another body mod is nipple and belly button removal. So you probably thought I was going to talk about piercings, but no, this is when they remove the whole thing and they just replace it with like flat skin. Honestly, it's not that weird. I wouldn't find it that weird. Belly button, you know, I think my belly button is cute and I like it very much, so I would not want to get my belly button removed. But if it was removed on other people, I think I've seen it removed on other people actually, and it doesn't look bad at all. I think it's cool. Another modification is cheek piercings. This isn't really that extreme, but for some people they might think it's extreme. So you're basically just getting piercings right in your cheeks, through one side out the other, inside your mouth. I find cheek piercings really pretty actually, so it is something I would consider getting, but I'm not going to jump on board and get it anytime soon. I'm happy with all my piercings right now. I don't really want any more. It's eyeball tattoos, so they tattoo either your iris or like your actual whites of your eyes. No, I would not get this done. I do not want laser surgery on my eyes at all for my eyesight, so I definitely wouldn't get my eyes colored. Not happening. I think on other people it can look cool. Snake eye piercing. So this is a tongue piercing and it goes right through your tongue, horizontal instead of vertical like most people get their tongue pierced. And it's a really dangerous piercing because your tongue is basically two separate muscles on each side, so you're getting a piercing right through both of those, rather than when you get your tongue pierced in the middle, you're getting it right down the middle, so it's not really going to affect them too much. So it's a really dangerous piercing, and it's not something I would get. I like the ones that go straight through. I don't really care for the snake eye ones, but if you have it, that's cool. I mean, you have a pet snake on your tongue, that's pretty awesome. Subclavicle piercing. So this is your clavicle bone right here. Your collarbone is your clavicle bone if you didn't take anatomy. And what they do, where is my clavicle? It's when they take your clavicle bone right there and they pierce under it. So one ball on one side, one on the other. And that would hurt. I think they look cool, first off, but no, it would snag on everything. Another body mod is earlobe tearing. So that's when they literally just cut a line in your earlobe. And so this is something that can happen naturally over time if you're wearing a lot of dangly, heavy earrings. Your earring, if it's really heavy and pulling, it's going to eventually pull through, and over time it's going to end up off your ear. So don't wear dangly earrings for very long periods of time, especially if they're heavy. And if it's happening slowly over time, you're gonna have to get surgery to fix it, to stitch it back up and newly cut it so it can go back together. You cannot just make it heal back together. But if you're getting it like professionally, like you're getting a scalpel to cut it, it can heal right back together. So you'd continually have to like keep it apart if you want that look. I don't really like how it looks, and I probably wouldn't get it myself. I could understand people getting it, more so though like up near the cartilage. I could understand people getting like cuts there. Honestly, that happens on animals all the time on farms when they have those tags on them so they can be identified. And I feel like it's something that people might get if they are being an activist. And I've seen people get like, one of the things I have, like one of these little circle piercings in the cartilage, and they attach like a tag, and then they might even get their ear split close to that. So I don't think I would get it. I'd rather get the little elf ear than getting a split in my ear. Another modification is finger magnets, when you actually get a magnet put in your finger and it is magnetic. I don't know why people get this. Maybe they're trying to be like Spider-Man and crawl on magnetic walls, but I would not get it. I just think it's way too dangerous, because if you have a really strong magnet that gets attracted to your finger, it could pull it out of your finger. And no, not interested in that. The Spider-Man aspect though, like totally, yeah. The next modification is uvula piercings. If you don't know what an uvula is, it is that little thing. at the back, not your tonsils that I also have. I didn't ever get them removed. That little hanging thing. If you've ever watched Monster House, you know what it is. No, I would not get it. Nope, that's one of those piercings that creeps me out, and I would not be able to get it. So another piercing is webbing piercing. So this is when you get like a piercing in the webbing between your fingers. No, I would not. Nope, it would catch on too many things, I feel like. Anyway, this is the end of the video. This is all of the piercings and body mods and stuff that I could find that were kind of out of the ordinary and scary and different. And let me know what ones you would get and what you wouldn't get, and if there's any other ones you guys can think of, because you can basically get pierced anywhere, but these are just some of the ones that people would be like, oh my gosh, at. But really, if you got a piercing anywhere that wasn't your nose or your ears, people are gonna freak out. So anyway, this is the end of the video, and I hope you enjoyed. Goodbye.